So a few weeks ago I was sitting in this exact same spot, and I was talking about life in the city compared to life in the village. And I after 3 days from that conversation, I went to Port Moresby, and I stayed for 2 weeks. And this is my fourth day back in the farm, and sitting in the same spot, cooking the fire and looking down where my garden is. And life in the city, I don't know what life in the city is all about, because every time uh, when I'm at Port Moresby, uh, you know, if I'm working, I will have to wake up in the morning and then go to the work and do the usual stuff, attending meetings, sitting meetings, and maybe write something, sending emails, answering calls, and stuff like that. And then in the evening, we open our pickup and drop off vehicle, and we go back straight to our homes every day. And a week goes by, and the months goes by, and year goes by. And it started from Monday to Friday, and when Friday comes, it's thank God it's Friday. And as much as possible, people wanted to finish the work and go home early, and then catch up with friends, and those who socialize, they go to clubs and sit around with family members, and do other things, or sit in the streets, chewing betel nut. And yeah, that life is exactly the same. There's no new way of doing things. Everybody is programmed to sort of moving around in that routine. And so looking at that, I see, based on my experience, I found myself becoming unproductive, especially if I wanted to achieve my own personal dreams, because I've been tied up to organizational obligations, which is to serve the organization I'm serving, and deliver those objectives and work to achieve the visions that those organizations have. So I found myself unproductive, like I said, and this has been bothering me for quite a while, for almost I'd say 5, 6, 7 years. And I wanted to do something for my own, something that I will use my life, my skill, and the best years of my life to invest in something that I can be proud of. So I quit my job, and here I am. And I started off this Piggery project. It's called Banner Rocks Piggery. It's registered with IPA and IRC, and we have as you can see on the far end, that's one of the biggest piggery house that we have built. And then there's a small hut that we just built, but at the back of it there's a bigger house that is currently housing all our pregnant pigs. And just to invest in bringing those pigs here, I've spent over almost 12,000 kina. And so at the moment we are investing on feed crop production. So as you can see below, we have already maize and soybean, and everything has already been grown. And since our pigs are already pregnant, then and they are currently at the gestation period, we will be, careful with the feeds. So this is one of the best feed that we wanted to formulate and mix together for our pig. And as soon as they close to farrowing, say for 3 to 2 weeks time, we will be feeding them with this quality feed, so that they give us a good litter, and the farrowing will be successful, and we might have healthy piglets. So this is something that's passion. That's why I quit my job, and I'm currently happy, because has benefited me from my mental state, including my physical health, and it also give me a sense of hope, and give me a sense of pride, and give me a sense of positive mentally, positive attitude mentally. And I'm currently having this positive experience on the farm, and it really sort of gives a positive feeling. And that is what I feel that I've already you know um, sort of unpacked the secret to start progressing well. And that is something that I intend to keep. I continue to build the momentum, build the type of energy that I'm receiving from the farm, including the establishment, the investment, and see every effort, whether we build the piggery house, or whether we invest on bringing feed in, or see the expansion, see the fencing. Those little efforts accumulate, and eventually will lead into a greater value for our youths, including women groups, especially in the cultivation of the maize and soybean. So that is something that I've developed the concept, and we are slowly trialing it out, and it looks successful. Uh, you know, after seeing those mothers coming to work, those youths coming to work, and where can we provide those incentives, and providing those seedlings, and agricultural inputs such as spade and bush knife, and then they do the farming themselves, and then we became the buying point, and they have to resell the whatever produce that they produce, especially corn, soybean, and sorghum. And those are the things that it's beneficial for the farm, especially the pigs. And in exchange they get cash, and they don't need to go to the market, because to cut down the value chain, we already have the buyer here. So they became our supply base network, and we became the buyers. And the relationship that we are establishing now is giving us hope, giving hope to those youth and women in the village, and quite an improvement. I hear stories about people eating rice, people church group, they have money, funding to do other things, because as part of their fundraising they will have to assist in work in the farm, whether to clear the land or to help with the fencing or things like that. And we give them 200, 300 kina. That's a big money, especially in the remote areas. And so they are using that money to progress their church projects and things like that. So Ben Iroqu's Piggery is here to stay. It's here to support the community, and we are here to go side by side with those community members. So we are excited, and there's a lot of interesting future things coming up, and interesting future ahead. So we are looking forward to a lot of blessings.